Okay. I need everyone to leave except for Morgan.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Like out?
No. Yeah.
Like, okay.
So you can't
Go home.
It won't take long. It'll take less than 5
They can't
minutes.
hear me. Okie dokie.
We'll see how it goes. Okay. So we will start off with Morgan alone, playing Robin Reyes again. This is shortly after the last adventure, God's Law. Robin, you are in Los Angeles. You are after a target. Just describe what you're doing with her.
I've been doing a lot of surveillance, trying to find a pattern in her life, because Robin, or what is the girl's name again? I can't remember.
Nahelina Estevez.
Estevez. Because Estevez was like keeping herself recorded all the time, right?
Yes, correct.
And so I was trying to find a moment where that wasn't happening, where I might be able to have some form of conversation. And I'm imagining not a lot of that opportunity came up.
Sure, but you eventually did find a way. Using maybe your technical skills, because you're pretty good at computers.
Yeah. I reach out to her via a chat room online initially. And I say, hey, I think I have some information about these people that you're after.
Mm-hmm. Like Anton Gully, that Team Masticate killed.
Mm-hmm. And technically she would kind of have some information.
Yeah.
And so she's like, hey, I have some information about Gully I think you'll want to hear, but it's sensitive. It's something, it feels maybe not natural, so I can't share it while being recorded.
Okay. And she agrees to meet you. Where do you have her go?
I want her away from her house because I know there's going to be some people are going to be able to pin that. So I decide to meet her in kind of a warehouse I've scoped out already. Maybe a place that Delta Green supplied, not filled with anything, but just like a safe, maybe not Delta Green actually, but some sort of warehouse underground I've scoped out a little bit.
Okay.
Parking garage, but I know it's not used. I know there's no cameras.
Okay. All right. So describe what happens. What set the scene and.
I walk up to her and I want to be a little like emotional almost, and tell her that I got involved with some people that were looking into this Slug Squad, if you will, and then I saw some really weird stuff, like really try to...
And she asks you, like, what did you see?
It's almost like Gully had some supernatural force about them.
Is this a joke? Am I being pranked?
No, it feels evil. And there were people dying, more people that they were probably covering up. And I maybe list some things that I saw in the notebook, because I assume maybe...
Well, you didn't see it.
No, I didn't.
Well, yeah, you eventually have seen
it.
Yes, you have.
And so, I kind of described some of those, and I was like, doesn't that sound like this? And it seems like no one knows about it.
Yeah, it does. I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
Oh, first, and I start pulling out papers, and I was like, I brought copies of what was in the notebook in case you want to see. Come over here. And so I open it up, and I'm like, we're in a parking garage, we're on the ground, right? And I was like, I'm sorry, and I'm just start spreading some papers out for her to look at. And does she like squat down next to me?
Yeah, she does.
Why are you laughing?
Well, I was just thinking, I'm giving you an opportunity to do like an assassination where you just describe what happened, and what it sounds like you're leading up to is I just start punching her until she dies.
That's so funny though.
Like, you have all the opportunity to like do a cool assassination, and you just like punch, kick.
Okay, I might change some of my plans now.
Alright. Now she comes over to the papers you have spread out and starts to look at them.
I will have had a syringe drawn up already of just something that would cause a cardiac arrest.
Sure.
And that kind of thing. So as she's leaning over, I maybe stand up a little bit so that I look like I'm going to do that while she's looking, and I just want to inject her in the neck with this syringe full of
fentanyl, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. That feels right.
That's what the Slug Squad used on other people, So yeah, you inject that into her and hold her still. She tries to fight you for a little bit and then just stops moving.
And
what's Robin's face look like when she's doing this?
Robin is thinking, we got to move this along. This is taking a little time.
Mm-hmm.
And
is she irritated at the woman for dying so slow?
She's irritated, that it took her she's a little embarrassed. She had to put out papers to get her on the ground to do this.
And she sees some of the papers kind of fly away in a wind, and she's like,
yeah. Well, and the papers weren't real copies of the sketchbook, And so I just start gathering all the papers together first. I just kind of let her go down on the ground after I make sure she's not breathing and her pulse is gone. And so I gather up all these papers and I kind of stack them up, put them in a folder, and I'd probably just leave her here with a needle and what looks like drug paraphernalia. Maybe people will think it was time for her to go given her paranoia about everything. And I just go to my car and drive away.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
Yes. Yes, I do. I go. I go back to her body. Whoops.
You leave the parking garage. You remember something else. You turn back in. They charge you another $5.
All right. Damn, left my purse.
You pull back in next to the body, cursing to yourself.
I take a disposable picture of her dead body, her face. Okay. That's pretty recognizable. And I'm looking her over, trying to see if there's anything really distinctive about her other than a body part, but considering maybe cutting something off so I can keep it with me at least for the time being. Might want to show it to somebody.
Well, she doesn't have a lot on her. She was a pretty dedicated activist, actually, and kind of lived her values and didn't have a lot of money and just worked pro bono a lot. So, yeah.
Did she have any tattoos?
Sure. Here's one of her dog.
Where's the tattoo at?
On her arm.
Oh. Okay. So in the picture of her dead body I took on the Polaroid, I want to make sure that I include that tattoo. And then I'm going to cut the tattoo's skin off and peel it off and kind of put that in a Ziploc baggie with me. Yeah.
Alright, you do that.
Okay. And it's clearly a very well done memorial portrait of her dog. Yeah. It's looks so realistic, and she probably looked at it often.
Yeah, and you're trying to get done within 15 minutes so that you can get out free without paying for it.
Yeah, I've spent money on this, and it was worth it, but I'm not going to pay for more parking.
Yeah, you leave the parking garage.
Yeah, and I make a call. No, I just drive.
Okay. Where do you drive?
I'm going to drive to the Slug Squad.
Okay.
Their headquarters.
You drive to the sheriff's station.
Yep.
Get out.
I do.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk right in.
Okay. You walk right in. Don't even need to talk to the front desk person, really. You're pretty smart. You've mapped the layout.
Yeah. And I'm going to go straight to what I remember in the briefing, the Slug Squad headquarters area is.
You find their room inside, you can see 3 people. One looks to be kind of a big guy, big brute with a mustache. One is kind of a smaller Hispanic guy, and then the other is a guy with kind of a buzz cut, and he looks to be in charge. And they're all in there at their desks, and you can see them all talking.
I walk in. I don't knock. I just
knock.
walk right in.
You walk right in,
Mm-hmm.
and all 3 of them turn to look at you.
Gentlemen, I think we have a common interest. And maybe I could be of assistance to you. And I take out the picture of the reporter, and I set it...
The lawyer.
The lawyer. I take a picture out of the lawyer, and I set it down on the Buzzcut's desk.
Mm-hmm. And Lieutenant Marlin looks up at you. Good to meet you.
I have been looking forward to meeting you, sir.
Mm-hmm. We'll stop there.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we wait for them to come back in. You smell like a litter box cat.
I know she is.
Did she
We're
just
ready.
eat it?
What?
She just ate litter?
She likes to just roll around in her litter
She
box.
just... That's awful.
How she smells.
Well, she rolls around in her litter box.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, we have to.
Make it an uncomfortable space somehow, but still appealing enough
Yeah.
to shit in.
I was thinking about just getting one of those automatic.
Oh, the
ones.
barrel drum ones?
Yeah.
And we are in 2019. It's been a year since your last adventure. Thomas Thompson lost his legs after a certain point. He left the legs behind at the house, hoping they would be used to identify him as dead. And Morraine lost an arm again. They both grew back due to the babushka milk that they drank in 2001.
So far seems to just be like a winning
And
experience.
they lost
You
a
know, the
D10 of
cancer.
intelligence for each time. Tim, what's your intelligence at now?
My intelligence total is 8, which is 28. So 28 total.
Oh, I thought you literally were
Sorry,
about
the
to tell
big
me
score
it
is
was
Yours is
8.
I mean,
Small.
28 is still...
28's still so low.
It is very
It's
low.
above average, right?
No!
No.
Morgan!
What are you
I thought
talking about?
10 was like all superpowers.
What?
What?
You're smarter than me, don't worry.
Wait,
I am now the dumbest.
What are you talking about?
what do you mean?
I'm confused and have memory issues.
Yes, you do.
And
Real
on
bad
top of
ones.
my insomnia. So, yeah, fun times.
And you went to stay with Morraine's father at the hole in Kansas.
Yes.
I did.
At Morraine, at her father's hole.
In his hole.
Everybody's welcome.
In the hole.
No one
father
should be
hole.
denied.
The hole.
The hole.
I was denied. I wanted to go in.
Yeah, and you had a meeting with someone at the gas station, and Morraine
Yes.
described all the food she got from the gas station in detail, and then dropped it off. That was the main important things you did last time.
Indeed.
And then also just in general, on the last mission, you were in LA looking at corrupt cops, and one of them was doing some spooky shit, and you guys killed him, riggedy wrecked him,
Did.
Yes, we did.
and then you left the other corrupt cops who weren't involved with the supernatural alive.
We should get sanity for that.
Yeah.
We should get intelligence for
We
that.
should get rewarded for
For
letting evil cops
being
win.
so precise that we only killed the cultist. You know?
Yeah,
No
Our job isn't to
damage.
catch evil cops. Our job is to stop the supernatural.
we help evil cops.
Yeah. We
Honestly.
are evil cops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you all went home to your respective places. And we'll start back. It's 2019. It is, let me get you an exact date.
Light.
Die for ya.
Date.
And undied.
I almost didn't run this scenario because I was like, this is confusing to me. But then I kept reading it and I got it.
Hey, that's good.
The problem was...
we'll
hole's
definitely.
gonna
I'm
be
sure
the
we'll
mouth.
have no
we'll
The hole
problem.
has to be the mouth, right? And we're the teeth that get in that hole.
Yep, go in the hole. Yeah.
No,
I
it's
vote.
the wrong hole. We have to go around the world to get to the mouth.
Jackson. I vote as team leader that you go into the hole.
Why are you laughing?
Jackson, are we the hole?
the whole of Shanivast.
We are the hole.
Or, like,
if
it's gonna
someone's the
come out of
teeth,
it,
someone
right?
else has to be the hole. I don't know. Right?
Mouths,
Right.
mouths,
Teeth, so
mouths
we know where
are
we're supposed to be.
sphincters.
No,
Yeah, they are.
I don't think so.
They are.
It is October.
You're wrong.
Tell me what the date is.
October.
Please.
That's
God,
all we need.
when
It's
is
the
it?
month of October.
Okay, guys, on this one,
I'm
the
pretty
date
sure it's
is
October.
important.
I'm pretty sure it's October 20th.
Everyone write the date down.
I just did. Look at that.
I won't.
Pretty sure
Why
it's
are you eating my keys?
October 20th. Okay. We will start off with
Toby?
We'll start off with Toby. Toby.
That's not my name.
Frank Campbell.
Yeah.
Frank Campbell. What your family? What they do this last year?
Well,
Because I have one thing that I will tell you they did.
really hope that my son's not in ISIS.
Your son is not an ISIS. He is
What
back
about
from the
ISIL?
He is
or-
back. He is back from the army, and he did get someone pregnant
Oh,
and had a baby. So you are now a grandfather.
What she? In it, I
They are
guess
not-
that can happen in a year.
They're
But
not married.
he was in ISIS. I don't give a shit. I don't get it. Oh, I wasn't married. No, this is
Girls
great.
don't fucking get married.
How do I feel about the wife?
He doesn't think it's worth it
Wait a minute. He doesn't think what's worth it.
marrying her.
I'm gonna make the biggest mistake you can make in the military, but get none of the benefits out of it. I want to be married with a child, but live in the barracks.
He's worried about losing his Camaro in a divorce.
I don't want more money.
He likes being
That's all. That's all.
How do I feel about the girlfriend, the baby mama?
She's also in the army.
I kind of have to be.
That's bad.
But was she and I? Can I do a background check on her real quick?
Oh yeah, she also fell.
That actually just means
He met her in ISIS. Oh my god!
Yeah.
No,
Honestly,
they're a sleeper cell.
Honestly, that's good news because it means he's not being taken advantage of. He just found someone as stupid as he is.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
My daughter still.
your daughter is dating someone. She's in law school now.
I love my daughter. She's great. And my
Boys.
wife- yeah. Sometimes they join ISIS. I guess. But is my wife still kind of a bitch sometimes?
Oh, sometimes, yeah.
All right.
Never.
I've been painting a lot, keeping to
What have you
myself.
been painting?
Just things to pass the time.
Your wife has been nice
Shut
to
up.
you for like
Don't
5
talk to me.
years.
She was a real bitch that one time.
So long ago.
10 years ago.
She got on medication for her
Over-
bipolar disorder.
Over a year ago in real time.
Yeah. Toby can't let it go.
Never forget.
I'm working on my trains!
You can't admit to liking trains anymore.
What did I tell about coming in my study?
Yeah. So I think I've been painting a lot and just.
Yeah.
Is my son and his girlfriend like living at home or something? Or like, because I assume I'd be dealing with that if he is.
They both got kicked out of the...
Yeah, we'll say that. They both got discharged.
Honorably, I'm sure. Right? Honorable
Your
discharges.
son won't tell you.
It's all you know is it's actually under other than honorable. So it's not a dishonorable, but something happened. He's not in jail, but something did happen.
He's asking if he can come work with you.
Join the family business.
The family business.
The FBI.
Yeah. That's not. No.
Hey.
Josie's trying to eat it.
No, she was sitting in the microphone thing.
She's allowed.
Yeah. I'm sorry, son. I just don't think that's. Wait a minute. He doesn't have
great,
like a record.
Dad.
He can.
It's great. I was in the military. They love that. They love that, right?
You can apply. Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, if that's what you want.
Yeah, you'll be my recommendation, right?
That's not how it works.
I'm sure
That's
it is.
not. No.
What if we got you...
I'm already cleared, so...
What if we used your GI benefits? What if you went to school?
Oh, well...
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I'm sure Crystal would do that, but not me, no. FBI.
What'd you name the baby?
Also Crystal.
Jimmy.
Okay.
Our daughter, Jimmy.
The little Jimlet.
Jimothy.
Jams.
Jimmy.
Well, one question, and I don't want to not be supportive, but if you didn't know what you wanted to do, why didn't you stay in the military?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't want to go into the details, but they let me go early, like...
Oh!
Kind of like retirement, but not really.
Yeah. Kind of like retirement.
But I'm too young to retire, so that's why...
you are.
FBI is
Yeah,
the
you are.
next track.
That's the reasonable next
track.
step.
Why don't you just start somewhere, a little closer to your current skill set and work your way up?
I do want to point out, son, that and I'm not saying anything, but the FBI, when you apply, will get your military record. They will get access to that.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Is that a good thing?
Maybe you could be like Secret Service for Trump. Do you like Trump?
And he definitely likes Trump.
Yeah,
Join the DOD. Get straight onto the Higseth team.
Yeah.
It's 2019. Things are looking great for the Trump administration.
Yeah, I heard
Next year's going to be
openings.
even better than this year.
Yeah.
Nothing bad on the horizon.
But anyway, Dad, I'm going to put you down as a reference no matter what I apply to. It'll look great. FBI agent on a reference.
References as a family member or not. I mean,
As a family.
you just...
Surely
You
you've
do-
got an FBI alias I could use or something, right?
No, that's
Doesn't
not
have
how
to
that
be me.
works. I just deal with financial crimes.
Well, sure,
All right,
you know
white
somebody
collar,
out
I
there,
mean. Yeah.
Still, FBI reference?
Suddenly you get a text message.
Oh, what is this? gotta
Gotta
this.
go.
It's
Real
from,
quick.
It's from Pizzarelli. You're needed in Ithaca, New York.
Oh, so we're gonna... it's like immediate, I assume.
Get immediately at Cornell University.
Okay.
Honey, I actually think we do need to deal with this.
You're right. I agree.
I feel like we've been putting this off for a couple years.
No, this ain't nothing. It'll work out.
No, I think we do need to talk. But you go. You go. It's fine. I'll handle it.
We'll work on your application and your resume when I get back. This should just be. Does it say anything in the message about like how long it'll be or what?
No.
This should just be a day or two. Like normal, or maybe a week. I'll
Sure,
be back
yeah.
and we can talk. Or call me while I'm on. Where am I right now? Where?
Washington,
State.
D.C.
Okay. So I drive.
Probably fly.
Okay.
Take a train.
That's a great idea, Dad. I'll call you in a couple days, or maybe tomorrow. Like, as soon as I have more information, I will be calling you.
Well, there's no need for more info. I mean, just
I'll call you every day, actually, until I get the resume kicked out,
just work on your resume. Maybe send it to my email.
I tell you what, we'll work on your resume, and then when you get home, we'll have that conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Sounds like a plan. We're not going to send anything out without Dad say so.
Everyone talking.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Crystal and Jimmy about this, though, of course.
Jimmy is
an
infant.
Your child and your partner. Yeah.
She's not my partner.
I hate her.
She's my baby's mother.
She's actually the reason I got kicked out of the military.
All right, and then Bob Barnwell. You in the last year, what happened to you?
I think I've actually been pouring myself into work.
Yeah.
Really trying to pick up as many cases with Delta as possible, just with everything with my mom. But yeah, that's kind of what I think I've been doing.
Did she pass away in the last year?
Why am I still here?
I think we'll say 6 months ago she passed away, so we can go ahead and do that.
Sure. And then she became a ghost.
I'm still here.
I'm always going to be a source of sadness.
You had a fun adventure.
To exercise her.
Why are you doing this?
She possessed a child and was going to kill it, or...
We talked about this.
I just want to be with you.
She's in a doll.
A lot happened.
Bob's picked up smoking.
Yeah, and you just live with your mini animals like Will Graham.
Yeah. I've adopted several more dogs.
She possessed a lot of them, and those dogs died.
I had to get 2 dogs.
Yeah.
She keeps coming back and killing my dogs, making them jump out of windows.
No, I want their body so their soul dies.
All right.
You're gonna have to trap her in a doll.
I was about to be please explain, but I don't. No, I'm good.
And you're sitting at home. And then you get a text from Pizzarelli. Needed an Ithaca Team Masticate symbol.
Okay. And I text my pet sitter, make sure they're good to go.
Yep, they are.
And then I hop in my car, head to Ithaca.
You head on your way. And then back at the old Moss Farm. Home of the Hole.
Home of the Hole.
You guys are...
We're sitting at the rim.
You're sitting at the rim with your dad.
Dangling our feet.
I've grilled burgers for people. I bring out food for both of them. Here you go, guys.
Thanks, Pop.
I've assembled a little table that you stick into the side of the hole. So it's a little picnic table thing right at the edge.
Put it over the hole itself, like a picnic table over the entire hole.
Yeah, it sticks
you sit
to
with
the ground a little
your
bit,
feet sticking up in the air. You're on your stomach.
Well,
just at the edge.
And he brings out food. Bring out say steak.
Yeah, steak and corn on the cob. And,
Thanks, Pa.
Yeah,
there you go.
This last year's been real great. Honestly.
You haven't seen your son.
It's such a load off.
Your memory, it's hard to remember what your son looks like.
Yeah. So...
Your most vivid memories are relating to the missions, but your family memories are fading.
That would make sense. Even my bonds reflect this. No, Thomas Thompson is completely checking out and has been for some time as far as trying to disassociate with reality of him losing his son, his brother, his mom, his cat especially.
Yeah, you left Pineapple behind.
Yeah.
Pineapple is probably looking for us right now and will find us.
Pineapple might have been brutally killed.
No, Pineapple
Why
got
would
away.
they brutally kill the cat? Anyway,
I mean, or it killed itself.
No, pineapple is homeward
It had a
bounding.
trap that blew up the RV.
Homeward bounding right now.
Yeah, no, Pineapple took down the other 2 cops, only one of them's left now.
There were 3.
I know, he took down 2 of them.
Okay.
So there's 1 left.
I gotcha. But yeah, you're all eating steak. He's like, you make sure you dig into your steak, and he gives you each a fork and knife and everything.
I'd already picked it up with my hand.
And do you eat it with your hand?
I resist the urge. I look at... I at
Oh,
least take
thanks,
the
Pop.
fork.
Take it, yeah.
I can cut it up for you guys.
As you guys are all like about to dig in and cut into your meat, all of your silverware just bends, and then just like a magnet just falls into the hole.
Ah!
What,
And Adam, I don't want to speak for you, but when you say so, you say, well, I guess hands and teeth are what we got, so that's what we got to eat with.
I guess we gotta eat with our hands. I don't have any more silverware inside the house.
no. Teeth are better anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Hey, maybe we should get away from the hole.
As you bite into it with your teeth and eating with your teeth and hands, this tastes like the best thing you've ever eaten.
You've outdone yourself.
Paul, where'd you make
Paul.
this? What is it?
Oh, I know. I just grilled it up.
Does it feel that way for him too?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It's a normal steak for him, but for
I'm
you
just
guys,
like-
when you're eating with your hands and your teeth, you can always eat with your teeth. Making a connection. Anyway, with your hands and teeth, it tastes amazing.
This is the best shit
I
ever.
finish it and I look to my dad's plate and I just grab what he had too and I just start eating that.
Yeah.
I just started eating corn on the cob.
Yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden, you both get a text message. Actually,
Morraine,
just Morraine gets a text message.
They don't want you in on this?
no, I don't have a phone.
Oh, yeah.
Just Morraine gets a text message from Pizzarelli saying you're needed in Ithaca, New York. Team Masticate.
Oh, is that Pitts? Oh, it is. Oh, nice. I'm looking over your shoulder.
Oh.
Where does he need us? Huh?
Cornell University. Never
Ithaca,
heard
New
of
York.
that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, perfect.
I don't really think that either of you should be going, really.
What else are we supposed to do?
Rest, recover.
It's been years. I've appreciated your hospitality.
You all both don't seem whole to me.
What do you mean, Dad? I'm
Do you
all
think my
here.
legs are hollow?
I'm back.
I mean, you seem like you're still recovering from everything, you know?
Oh, this is just life now, don't you know?
Work's calling, Pa. I'm sorry. We gotta go.
All right. I guess I understand. I know that work has made you lose your limbs multiple times now, and I'm just really worried about you.
They also gave him back.
It keeps growing back. Mine too.
I'm worried about that too.
Just kidding,
Yeah.
Dad. Just kidding.
I'm
Anyway,
not kidding.
And
I was shot 12 times. I'm fine.
Maybe you say to them, like, is the work ever going to stop? Or
That's kind of what I'm getting
plan.
at. Is like, what's your end goal here, honey? When is it enough?
helping people. It's
But-
never going to be enough.
So you're just gonna go until it's not just your arms, it's
Well,
your whole, it's everything?
I've been fine this whole time. I've gotten
No,
better.
you haven't. You actually have not been fine for a long time.
Listen, Dad.
No. I'm not gonna listen because you're my daughter. You're gonna get yourself killed if you keep doing this.
Don't worry, sir. I'll make sure Morraine...
I
gets
barely
back
know who you are.
he's been here a year.
I know,
I've been helping on the farm.
but I let you live here.
I appreciate
you
it
live.
greatly.
I let you live.
I can kill you immediately.
Okay, Dad. And I like put my hand on his shoulder and I bring him into a big hug and I really
At
squeeze
the
him.
edge of his bottomless hole that's never full.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I take a few steps back from the hole, and then I'm giving him a big hug and I was like, Dad, I love you. But I have to help.
I can't stop you if you're gonna go. I love you too.
I'll see you real soon again, Dad. I promise.
Sure.
All right. And you get going. Do you invite Thompson?
Oh, well, he already saw the text, so we're.
I'm over in the background, like thumbs up.
Also-
I've got a duffel bag ready.
Your
Thomas is
mind
like
is
a
getting
brother.
sharper again.
Thomas is like a brother to me now, so.
Okay. That's sad.
After 1 year.
Another disappointment.
Hey, Thomas doesn't care. He's been disassociated. Working the farm's been great for him, honestly. Physical labor, not having to think, great.
Okay. And you all fly to Ithaca, New York.
There is
Cornell-
casserole if anyone wants.
Cornell University.
Cornell University.
So, all right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, it is Monday, October 21st, 2019. You all arrive at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York. You are all led into a empty room. You were not led, but you all go to the empty room where Pizzarelli waits in a conference room. He's in there. He's looking stressed, drinking some water from a disposable water bottle. And he looks at you. Oh, good to see all of you. Thomas, you made it.
I did. Yeah, I had to shave. I'm surprised you recognized me.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we including?
What do you mean, Bob?
Team Masticate.
Yeah.
Hoorah, right?
Pitts.
I'll leave it up to the team leader.
Yeah.
Well, let's maybe hear what this mission is, and we'll see if we can.
Of
I
course,
don't think that's really how it works.
You gotta hear what it's about.
Tell me all the details. Then I'll decide if I do it.
No, we'll assign tasks, is what I'm saying. I mean, maybe we need someone
Okay.
on comms, maybe,
That's
to
fine.
sit back in a car far away
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
with their cell phone.
okay. So, just to get started, last week, a man named Bradley McKay walked into the Delta Phi Epsilon sorority home with an assault rifle. He killed 3 women and fled. Campus police officer Wilhelmina Duff found the shooter fleeing on foot and shot him when he raised his rifle to fire. City police closed the investigation quickly as McKay was identified on camera and by eyewitnesses before he was killed.
And he was shot by who?
Campus police officer.
Campus police.
Yes, Wilhelmina Duff.
Dalton McKay.
Bradley
Brad
McKay.
Sorry, Brad McKay.
The reason why we were alerted of it, I think you can probably guess. There's an inquiry into the shooter's identity and past. In the wake of the young man's crime, officials interviewing his grieving parents learned that Bradley was adopted. His name was changed from Finn Smith. Smith was listed on the roster of Cornucopia House. The program lost track of the boy after the name change. Born 1999, he was adopted in late 2001 by the McKays. Apparently he was very neglected in speech development. So,
Well, I mean, while tragic, it sounds like it's just a shooting. I mean, we'll obviously.
we'll see. Anomalies in the case caught the attention of a Delta Green friendly assistant U.S. attorney in Albany. Due to the program's influence, the FBI has pushed to follow up on the brief investigation. You all will be working as FBI agents, reviewing the evidence of the case, claiming connection and everything that you are going into this with is you're able to claim is classified and top secret, and the FBI will back up what you're saying.
Understood.
So this is probably the best covers you've ever had. So you're to confirm whether there is an unnatural threat, eliminate it if you find one, and save lives if you can. Now, I have something to tell you that I want to prepare you for. I want you to realize that things have happened and we know what we're doing. I'm just asking you to trust me. Okay? And trust the program and the program higher-ups. And he goes over to a door, and then he opens it and says, all right, you guys can come in. And in comes Robin Reyes, the thug deputy officer, the Hispanic deputy officer who's the quick draw, and then who you recognize as the leader of the Slug Squad, Lieutenant Marlin.
Jesus Christ.
And they all come in with big smiles on all of their faces. And Pizzarelli says, you know, Robin, this is Lieutenant John Marlin, Julian Sains.
Seems like you found some folks to match your demeanor.
Freddie
Yes.
Sutton.
Why is Robin here with the Slug Squad, Pizzarelli?
And Robin speaks up, saying, I have my own team now. We're Team Gorge.
Team Gorge. Hey.
We've gone on a couple missions in the last year, and they've turned out really well. These are very competent people. And
Nazis?
that's a harsh term, you know. Are we supposed to just work with nice people?
Clearly not.
No offense. And she turns towards the Nazi.
Pitts, are we just this desperate?
Pitts is like not making eye contact with you guys. And like, it has been decided that Robin was ready to lead a team.
Who decided
this
this?
team.
Robin.
The program has.
I mean, Robin. So Robin gets to just choose Nazis and psychos and men hungry for power and influence as members of her Delta Green team.
Lieutenant Marlin steps forward. You are Morraine Moss, I understand. I want to apologize for whatever Anton Gully was up to, and I'll assure you that we had nothing to do with that.
And Robin also gave my whole name to this guy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she told me you even lived on a farm in Kansas, and your dad was real friendly to people. Anyway, yeah, he...
Hold on.
If you had told us, we could have done something to help you, but I guess accidents happen and wires get crossed.
I'm not going to listen to this bullshit
Since we're
anymore.
veiling threats here, I want to make something very clear.
What threat was veiled?
You mentioning my team member's father?
I also have a father.
Wow.
So does that.
Congratulations,
I'm sure you care
sir.
about him deeply.
Do not threaten a member of my team. You can act as a thug in your everyday work. Do not come into this office and threaten a member of this team. You act as a professional in my presence. Do you understand me?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
Robin smiles at you.
Pitts, you allowed this? The incompetent team that couldn't even see the supernatural issues going on in their own team? They covered up what he was doing, even.
They're here for dirty work. It's all they are.
Did you touch my cat?
Oh, I'm afraid your cat was put down. I'm sorry.
I put my service pistol on the table. You and me, outside after this.
We will probably leave together, yeah.
Yeah, we will.
I need you to stop.
Yeah, it's caught.
You guys are amateurs. They should not be. They can't handle this.
Did you touch my cat?
Was my cat ever put down?
You like pull all but one bullet out and spin it. You're like, all right, I challenge you.
My 18-year-old abandoned cat is dead?
Yes.
God. Throw a gun on the
It
table.
was a magic cat. Okay.
You know, it's almost like Thomas Thompson is not the most
Yeah,
vain
I
person
agree.
left.
I agree.
And Pitzroy says, you all will be working together on this case.
Oh, great. Great.
I understand there may be some tension, but we all have the same interests in mind.
Do
we? Yes.
Pitts, if we're working
Robin
together
says,
on
yes,
this,
of course we do.
I need you to assign a team leader. Because if we don't have a team leader, these two groups are going to clash.
You must not recollect, but
Right.
we
I got
actually
that. I
assigned
need
a team
right,
leader.
fucker. I need him to confirm that you're in charge of them.
The two leaders,
Oh,
two leaders are Frank Campbell and Robin Reyes. She leads her team, Team Gorge, and you lead your team, Team Masticate.
And we just both do it.
Yes, you work like adults.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Being Bob aside, we were the original team with Cornucopia House. This is related
Let's
to
not go down this
Hold on,
line.
That was an illegal raid. That was not a sanction.
Hold on.
You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but we did.
That's
the
not
fact is,
that's
we're
not a
cleaning
point
it
in
up.
your favor.
Let's not rehash.
Also, it went
You
great.
remember the first
Cornucopia.
time we met, I yelled at you for a while about that.
Also, don't bring up that it went great, as we're currently looking into another person
No, I was
from that event.
just saying it sarcastically.
The point is, we're cleaning it up. We don't need.
We just need a little time.
It's been 18 years.
We're almost done.
We trusted the
Bob
system.
knows the campaign ends in 2020.
We're nearly there.
It is October.
Alright, so you all are together. I've already briefed Team Gorge. If there's any problems, call me, and we'll get this done. He's not meeting any of your eye contacts. Okay.
Hey, Pitts, can I talk to you real quick before we all head out, just you and me?
Okay. If everyone else is good.
We all step out.
Yeah, Morraine.
Why aren't you looking at us, Pitts?
And he looks directly at you.
Just tell me.
Just tired. Got a lot going on.
You guys don't have some sort of plan for these guys to take care of us or something.
No, we don't.
Well, then just tell me what's going on. I'll make sure whatever we need to happen happens, but why are we working with these guys? Just tell me the truth, and I promise I will make it work. I am clearly entrapped in this.
Don't share this with the others, but Robin went above my head regarding how my handling of the team, and specifically supposed favoritism towards you all. That has been occurring since 2016 when I first met you. Well, I've known you before, but Thomas Thompson regularly reappearing when he probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
When he should be retired.
Put down like his cat.
Letting you grow your limbs back and just live in the real world still. None of these are, I mean, even just me from the start arguing in defense of you guys after the clusterfuck of Cornucopia House.
So Robin's here to watch us.
Robin is
Observance.
here to provide some balance, I've been told.
Can't be favoritism if Robin's around.
So, that's the deal.
I'll keep it to myself. Do you want any updates? You want me to keep an eye on anything? And
Oh, yeah, of course. Send updates.
all right, boss. And I just walk out.
Alright.
Do you want us to tell you what we do?
No, I
Now-
meant
now we
like
finish
keep an
the
eye on
mission?
Robin.
Yeah. You're all outside. Marlon lights a cigarette, offers one to any of you guys.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Pass.
You vape.
He pulls out one of
It's an
those weed
e-cig,
vapes.
yeah.
Well, probably. It's probably just weed, actually. Just in very small amounts.
You just eat several edibles.
You're microdosing.
Oh no, it's a CBD vape, you know, for the tension.
It's water vapor.
It's water vapor. It just smells like watermelon.
Yeah, and then Morraine comes back out, and you were all together, Team Masticate and Team Gorge.
We're gonna kill this team, right?
I say we divide and conquer.
What? Pause real quick. What do you think? Because this is not in the scenario. What I'm doing. What do you think the point of this is? That I'm having these people there.
Backup characters.
Interesting.
Backup characters.
No, not backup characters. Fodder characters.
That
That is interesting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I think you want us to kill Robin.
No.
I think it's
Or you
leading-
want
go out
them
of our
to choose
way.
between Robin and
It's-
Morraine.
I think it's here to create conflict between us and Delta.
That's interesting.
But
I also like the. As soon as Morraine was coming out, my first thought was, "Are we taking down Delta Green now?"
yeah, that's literally in my head. I was like, Bob is gonna go buy plastic. Bob is gonna go buy like gloves and cleaner, bleach. Like Bob is like very much thinking like I'm gonna have to take care of this. Like I'm gonna have to.
Until Pizzarelli
They're putting
had
me
that
in this position. And I just,
last conversation, I was thinking that maybe it was like a test for us. See if we kill him. I almost just shot him right there. We passed your test.
It's like, oh, you want us to do this? Okay,
you guys are
gotcha.
now super agents.
Yep. We
Well
hate
done.
scary things and Nazis.
Okay. Robin says, "Well, should we start with the local police?"
Yeah, you guys can start with the police. We'll start at the campus.
Robin, aren't
Okay.
you typically pretty good at kind of the tech side of things? And
Yeah, but I think Bob is too, right?
Yeah.
well, I was just thinking, knowing what I've heard about you, did you map out anything with the police buildings, or
Not really. No,
Well,
is
I'm
this
sure.
how I act?
I don't know. I had you play Robin right before this just so I could remember how you act.
I was wondering why I didn't do anything.
You were very combative when you were playing Robin.
Oh,
you're
yes.
pretty much constantly trying to like get in people's craw. Well,
You should be that, and then she'd be silent because Morgan stopped paying attention.
Well, Robin.
So you don't want to come to the local police and get the details of the investigation?
I think actually maybe we should both go. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'll leave it up to the team lead.
I think we're both in agreement.
Going to the same location with 8 people is not gonna.
That was my thought. What else?
That's-
Keep an eye on?
That's gonna look a little strange.
Well, maybe a couple of our guys and a couple of their
If-
guys.
I'm assuming that I can't remember if we confirmed this, but are we all acting as FBI agents
Yes,
here?
we're all FBI agents.
8 FBI agents. I'm not really sure what your guys' background was, other than the sheriff's.
These
but
are all
8
sheriff deputies.
8 FBI agents showing at the same time doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
No. What are they going to do, though?
I mean, we could have all come into town at the same time. We haven't split up yet.
It's just a lot of heat.
It is a lot of heat. I'd be worried about press potentially.
We
Someone
do have
blabbing.
pretty rock solid covers, but it probably would make more sense to split up. But I also
would agree.
don't want these fuckers out of my sight.
Well,
yeah,
I
do you
think-
want them alone?
Yeah,
No, so
that's
I
what I
think-
thought.
I think
we
2 and 2.
Split the teams. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Which I'll
Or
split
mix-
into teams
mix
of
the
2.
teams.
One NPC goes.
Yeah, teams of 2. That's great. We'll cover more ground that way.
I think
Oh my
teams
Police
of
station.
4.
Why don't we just
The
split into 2
campus.
teams?
That's
No.
what I want.
Already-
That's
No,
what
no,
I
no.
said.
We're saying like trade 2 people to the
Yes.
other
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So-
saying.
Okay.
2 teams.
No, I was saying 4.
Yeah, I know.
I, know
I was
what
like,
you
that sounds like.
It is
Let's
just a 1v1.
8 teams.
Yeah, Morgan will play both characters.
both
the same
Robin
time.
and Morraine.
And you immediately start fighting with each other.
No, Morraine will be on one team and Robin will be on the other team. That's what Jackson
And then
meant.
fight.
And then you
yes,
start
and then
fighting.
fight with that's what I meant.
So, and Robin's like, okay, so you're willing to split up? Because I think the local police is the best place to start. So.
Great, so I'll go with you to the local police.
If you do split up, you and Robin have to be on separate teams.
Okay.
That's a rule.
Girls can't be
That
together.
came down from the
Yeah,
top.
you'd sync up.
Yeah.
You can't have that. That could go wrong in so many ways.
You become too powerful.
You would become the monster we have to defeat.
Jesus.
Their periods are sinking!
Alright, so you're going where to investigate the 3 women that were killed by this guy?
The police! We're gonna talk to the police.
Alright. It's the sound of the police.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Relaxing.
We all just show up.
Yeah, so you guys have one car and then the other team has another car.
So you're gonna say we all have one car together?
You all have
Show
a
up.
minivan?
Yeah, we show up in like a transit van.
We've
or
got one of
something.
those
Oh,
pedo-mobiles.
Just have a big
But
RV.
real serious.
Hey, I had to get another RV, guys.
You didn't ask him about your RV.
I didn't. No.
I made Morgan's dad buy me an RV.
So maybe
Did you
one
guys
of
at
them.
least bring my RV?
I think your RV was in an impound lot and it's probably been crushed into a cube.
Damn,
I
it
think
was
you're-
brand new.
Yeah, your cube may still be there. You're being fined for that daily.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't think you're ever going back, but
Yeah. They probably made the money back on the scrap anyway. But man, they could have sold that thing for about 80 grand.
I don't think so.
It was a brand new streamline. It was perfect.
not after what we did to that cat in there.
We tried to make him talk.
But
Buddy was a cat, so.
he was a cat.
Kept pretending like he couldn't understand us.
You know? They're trying to make that such a funny sound.
It's like a,
But he was a cat.
it's like a police squad.
Yeah, I was
It's like-
thinking like police alert.
I'm sorry about your husband's death, man. We would have come sooner, but he wasn't dead then.
It was very like airplane joke. Like,
Did your husband ever eat chop suey? He's like, no, it's just a hunch.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Have you I saw Weiss Kids a clip of the glory hole.
it's so good.
I have a vague recollection of that.
Get out of that glory hole!
She catches him and he's like, Janice, wait! Oh, I'm sorry. And he just stays.
Get out of that glory
He
hole!
stays in it and he keeps like, wait, no. Alright, I understand where you're coming from.
We can talk when you're out of that glory hole!
Alright, Janice. I know I haven't been the best part.
You're still that dang old glory hole!
Wait. Oh,
Of course I found you here at the old glory hole!
That's so fucking funny.
And I find you here again at the old glory hole!
Have you seen this, Morgan?
I have no idea what you guys are doing.
Watch this. Okay. You are at the Ithaca police station. That's what Morraine says when you get back.
On the drive here, Morraine has been severely brain damaged.
A police officer!
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Police Officer. I'm just a silly little FBI agent. Ithaca.
You think Ithaca is like a fake name?
Yeah, that shit's not real. Who's ever been to Ithaca?
Ithaca.
fish people.
This whole thing is just a nice guy.
It's just fish people.
It's leading us into
Oh.
our other campaign.
Yeah.
It's just Camp Sunny. They're just gonna rape you again.
Oh no.
Oh.
Hey, I did pretty good in that one.
I only got raped a little.
Okay.
We're at the police station.
Yeah, it's a police station.
All right, you got this, boss, right? Team lead.
Well, I
Yes.
think are we all 8 going in?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're all
Jesus
going
Christ.
Yeah,
presents. Make a
guys,
splash.
we're playing a game. We can make the rules. All 8 of us can go in.
This is in character.
Start shooting cops.
5-star
Okay, I
wanted
wanted
level.
level.
Let me go
I just
call
gotta go to
my
the
cousin.
hospital.
There's 8 of us. How many are there of them?
like
10?
2.
You go into the little police station.
The small town of Ithaca.
It's a one-room building.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the receptionist look like?
Scared.
Stacked.
Scared and sad.
If
Their
I
breasts
don't
are
mention
trembling.
what a woman looks like, just assume.
We will.
All of our wives.
I've changed my opinion. Actually. She's not a bitch.
I wonder how Jake's wife is doing.
Jake's life?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's floating along.
He's married to that deputy. He fucking hates him by now.
He only died 3 years ago.
She
Oh,
got
That's
married
plenty
me.
of time to get remarried.
In a small town. Yeah.
So you're at the Ithaca police station.
Where are we again?
You go in, and there's a receptionist there. And she says, "How can I help you
Oh
find
my
folks?"
god, how can you help me?
Ain't no more partner.
It's been a long
You're not
car
going to
ride.
react to every character.
Why didn't you tell us this earlier?
Fucking cartoon.
Okay, the receptionist asked, "How can I help you find folks?"
Yes, we're with the FBI.
Okay.
We're here on a recent case. Someone should have called ahead.
Robin says, "Yeah, I did. We're here to talk to the detectives in charge of that mass shooting at the sorority house. I think they call it.
Yes, at Cornell
You
University.
think they call it a sorority house?
Well, they have other names for it, I'm sure.
Girls' homes.
Brothel.
That's a good one, Morraine.
Thank you, Robin. It's nice to have another gal on the team.
I love you.
To be fair, Morraine doesn't have a lot of experience with Robin.
She is 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
They've never met, strangely. Never been in the same room at the same time.
Until now.
This is gonna be a Fight Club situation. Okay. We're supposed to meet Detective Jim Hers and Ann McKenna. And you guys are led back into an office area. They both share the same office, Hertz and McKenna. They look and see, "Oh, you must be the FBI folk." Jesus Christ, you got a lot of them here.
Local team and a team flew in, so we're all just here helping out.
Well, must be a pretty big deal.
Nah, just more eyes, more hands. We'll get it done quicker.
Look, this is an open and shut murder, in my opinion. You know, McKenna, she thinks that there's something left incomplete, but
Well, we're here to investigate
It's
every
done.
lead, so
Well,
just
sure.
maybe give us a rundown of the case as you see it, and then we'll have some questions for you.
Think of us as an extra set of hands too. We're here to help.
okay. Well, so the day of the shooting, we have enough information to suggest McKay's motives and means. CCTV footage and eyewitness accounts of the attack make clear Bradley McKay was the sole perpetrator, and, you know, he's dead now, so there's no trial. There's no outstanding legal questions to require conviction. We were ordered to cease investigation once it was clear he was dead. It's very open and shut, from my opinion.
What was his motivation?
You know, women.
Had he ever displayed this level of violence in the past? Any record that you could find?
And Ian McKenna says, well, that kind of relates to something I was... Well, and then Hertz interrupts. We'll get there. Let me give you a timeline of the events of the day.
Hold on. What were you saying, ma'am?
Oh, well, there's just some strange things going on, I guess. Some strange irregularities regarding his rifle, you know, his phone, his laptop, and yeah, and also just where he's been living.
Can you
Tell me
elaborate
about
on that? Some of these irregularities.
You know, we got so many folks in the room. Robin, how about you talk with Detective Hertz? We'll talk to McKenna, and then we'll switch.
Converge.
Yeah.
Or just stay together for now.
Okay, fine.
Because we're in the same location. That way I don't have to...
I didn't know if there
We
was
walked to
something
the other
wanted to
side of the
keep
room.
away from them, but yeah.
Well, Cornell was hesitant to share information with us, but we got records. And McKay flunked 15 hours of credits in fall of 2018. He repeated those courses in the spring of 2019, failing everything again. He was enrolled in a third attempt before instructors dropped him in mid-September 2019 for non-attendance. Despite this, McKay was granted a private room in a crowded dormitory for 2 years. He is 2 semesters behind on tuition and fee payments, yet Cornell kept him on campus. They could not explain the oversight. They just said there must be failures in the bursar's office software. There's no other explanation, frankly. The more peculiar thing, though, is the rifle. So this is a CAR 558. There is no evidence of this long arms manufacture, nor of a sale to the student. It is not chambered in the 5.56 millimeter or .223 caliber of an ordinary AR-15. The receiver and magazines are stamped 5.58 millimeters. Head stamps on the mass-produced cartridges clearly say 5.58 millimeters, and their maker's mark does not match CAR, does not match any known manufacturer. Similarly, the serial number on the gun does not match any known registration. It doesn't even contain enough numerals to run through the National Tracing Center. Precise cartridge measurements confirm the weird ammunition size, as do ballistics pulled from the sorority house walls and victims. I mean, it could be a lark by some gun nut with machining tools. If that's the case, it's bespoke gunsmithing, performed by a master, yet sold on the black market and wielded by a sophomore whose family had almost no experience with guns.
Did you collect the number on the gun? The VIN number?
Yeah.
Do you have the actual number?
Yeah.
Could we have that information?
She gives you that number.
Okay, I didn't know if
Yeah,
it was
I
an
don't-
actual specific number.
No.
I was thinking it might relate to like a date or
No.
something.
No.
You know.
I mean, we'll need to inspect that evidence later on as well.
Sure. And then his phone, got some evidence on that. It was dead when we got to it. The phone itself was fairly normal, purchased by his parents on a family plan. There was one thing on the phone. There was an app on the phone called Picky Eater. It acted as a kind of VPN between the phone and the rest of everything, and it provided surprisingly robust security, but penetration of its history reveals strange data. Cached websites linked to domains that do not exist. The IP addresses are even formatted incorrectly in some instances, using either too many numbers or not enough. The nonsense web addresses trace back to August of 2018. No earlier data was saved.
He's from an alternate reality.
And then through the app, McKay downloaded what must be photo-manipulated imagery. These were photos of college-age women and castrating and you gotta see it for yourself, but in these photos you see women castrating men, disemboweling them and putting implants in them. It was gross. The women are posed of this in the mockery of a ritual in front of dozens of supportive witnesses. You see Orthodox Jews in there, you see bishops in there, and they're all laughing as this man gets his balls and cock cut off and gets breast augmentation. It's really weird. And they laugh, and the screaming victim gets in the background. They play beer pong during and after the killing. And these photos were saved to the phone from internet addresses no longer accessible. I don't know how to explain it. We used facial recognition software to identify everyone in the photos. The man seen on the table is Cornell student Avery Bell. He is totally fine. Police have I've spoken to him. And also, the interior dimensions of the sorority house don't match those in the photos at all. The only similarity between the location and the crime scene is the name of the sorority, Delta Phi Epsilon. The women in the photos, Emily Galperin, Sarah Donovan, and Ashley Holloway, have not mutilated anybody. All of the photographed young women have alibis for the dates and times listed in the photos metadata. Never mind the fact that there's no actual victim. Only Galperin is an actual member of the sorority identified in the photos, which is where pledges Kelsey Valentine, Cinder Yoon, and Depsy Sanu were attacked. The victims of McKay's spree were random pledges, cleaning up after a party when the young man broke inside and began shooting. It's almost as if the photos were composed by someone who knew the women in passing, but had never spoken to them or been inside the building where he thought they lived. And these photos show no evidence of being doctored or manipulated. Whatever software he must have used, it must have been very effective. Metadata indicates all the photos were pulled from somewhere online and not taken with the phone's camera. Attempts to trace the photos back to the website of origin all end up in 404s with no suggestion the website existed.
The women he killed, were they from the video?
No, they aren't. Not at all. They're just there.
Only one of the women from the video was actually in the sorority.
Correct. And then he has a laptop, recent model Alienware, bought by his parents. It doesn't turn on at all. We haven't. It's in the evidence room. After the case was closed, we haven't decided to mess with it further and try to fix it. But I mean, you're welcome to it if you want.
We'd love to take a look. Yeah.
You could also look at the phone if you want.
Thank you so much.
Bob's a real crack shot at the technology. He'll figure it out.
Okay.
What an interesting and just awful case.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone was pushing this young boy who was troubled to the brink.
I think so. Maybe, but it's just a lot of little weird things. And the words you can provide the timeline of what happened. And the man speaks up again. Yeah. So, like I was saying, Bradley McKay at 10:12 a.m. on Monday, October 14th, appears on a traffic light camera 2 blocks away from the Delta Phi Epsilon sorority house. He walks up the street with a rifle in plain view. Street and sidewalk traffic are light. The university began fall break the previous Saturday. There were no classes in session. At 10:13, a second intersection camera spots McKay looking visibly confused, changing directions multiple times and seeming to struggle to pull up something on his phone. One car stops at the light and the driver notices the rifle. McKay aims the gun at them until the car speeds away, and this prompted the first 911 call at 10:15 a.m. CCTV footage at 10:15 at the Delta Phi Epsilon house showed McKay kick open the front door. Kelsey Valentine, Cinder Yoon, and Depsy Sanu are in the main living room cleaning up after the massive party. They are the only occupants in the building as everyone else left for fall break. Valentine is the first to die, shot in the foyer after investigating the noise. Sanu was killed before the mantel place where she was busy cleaning the Greek letter plaque. Yoon manages a brief call to 911 but dies struggling to undo the lock to the back door. And he has the video set up for you so you can see what happens. The video has no audio, but you see McKay raving and screaming as he searches room by room. He never seems to find what he's looking for, and he exits through the back door. He exits at 10:22 a.m. At 10:23, police arrive at the sorority house and enter. Upon clearing the building, officers report the casualties and call for backup. Suspect is described based on the initial 911 call: male, white, mid-20s, clad in black and armed. At 10:29, surveillance cameras catch McKay sprinting through a student parking lot, frantically looking for something. The parking lot is largely empty due to a fall break. A passerby enters the lot after a few moments. McKay fires at them, missing. Bystander takes cover, makes a third call to 911. McKay flees, and you all notice, as you guys are watching this, how odd it is that no cameras picked up McKay until mere blocks away from the sorority house. McKenna and Hertz also agree with you that it's weird that he was able to trace an unobserved path. It's technically possible, but
just unlikely.
Yeah, and there's no record of ride shares or taxis dropping him off in the area, and McKay never owned a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
It's as if he just appeared there.
It's like we've seen this before. Or similar.
And where's Jake Blevins?
Trapped in the spider dimension?
He's
Supposed
probably
to be.
alive.
I would like to play him again.
It's gonna be like Tarzan or something. He's just been fighting spiders this whole time and finally breaking
He's just an
his
incredible badass now.
He won them over, yeah.
He's
dimension.
riding
He
the
leads an
spiders.
army of spiders.
Yeah. Ithaca, we have some radio recordings of the shoot-up that killed Brad McKay. 10:34, campus police officer Wilhelmina Duff radios in a possible crime at a private residence 3 blocks east of the sorority house. Duff claims to have heard breaking glass on the other side of a privacy fence when setting up a perimeter for the active shooting situation. Backup was dispatched. 10:35, Duff radios back in requesting officer assistance. She claims the suspect drew on her when she interrupted his attempt to break into a residence. She returned fire. McKay is pronounced dead at the scene 2 minutes later. Right now, she's still on paid leave while under the review of the shooting board. So, I think her testimony has been very consistent to the people she's talked to. She's just kind of going through a rough time right now. But essentially, she was one of the only 3 substation officers on shift. Her patrol was closest to the scene. Dispatch ordered her to establish a perimeter and wait for tactical. She heard glass breaking on the other side of a fence. She drew her weapon and found the gate to the backyard unlocked. When she opened it, she saw McKay with his hand through the house's back window. Duff screamed.
Scary.
Huh?
He sounds scary.
Duff screamed for the suspect to drop his weapon. He turned and fired his rifle one-handed. 2 bullets impacted the fence to Duff's right, and she returned fire with her service weapon. Ballistics confirmed 5 of her 9 shots struck McKay, killing him on the spot. When we asked why he was breaking into that home, Duff just thinks he was trying to get inside and hide from pursuit, as the only thing of interest that could be seen from the outside was the bedside end table with a phone charger on it. A porch and a back door, a dozen steps away, would have been a far easier place to break and enter. So it must have just been panic when he tried to go in through there.
Well, and you said his phone was dead when you found it, right?
It was, yeah. It seems
Crazy,
odd.
desperate man looking for a phone charger?
To charge a phone? I don't know. It's pretty useless. What could be important about that?
Especially right after committing the murder.
And we haven't gotten his phone turned on again?
No, the phone is on.
Okay.
The laptop is on.
I knew the laptop was on. But
Yeah, that's where we found those pictures
yeah, okay.
of Jewish people.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, that's all I could see.
I put Jews plus question mark.
They're probably
Forgot the
behind
other
us,
part.
right?
A ritual.
I don't know. It made me throw up.
The Jews.
The Jews.
Yeah.
Seeing those sideburns.
Oh my god.
So, does no one live in the place he was trying to break into, or?
I would assume someone would if there was a phone charger in there.
Yeah. Just a random place.
Did
Let's not go there.
Did you interview whoever lived there, or did they know of him?
Yeah,
Had
they were
seen him before?
they were at work that day. They had never interacted with him before.
Mm.
Understood.
Ask their names.
Yeah, what are their names?
Don't ask their names.
Okay, so it's not important.
I think we have to go there. He
Metagaming.
tried to go in. Why was he trying to go in? There's something hidden there.
You wanted the phone charger.
You had the phone charger. You just said.
Something extra, right?
Robin says, I think we figured it out, Morraine.
How's that feel?
How dare you use one of my characters to belittle my other character?
Would you mind actually showing us to evidence?
Yes.
Sure, absolutely. And he takes you all back to the evidence room. And he takes you and he shows you the phone. And he's like, I don't know if anyone wants to look
Sure,
at
I'll
this.
Well,
take a
I'll
look
take
at
a
that. Thank you.
Morraine grabs the phone.
Is computer back here, or
Yeah, and he takes out, these are all bagged up, and he takes the Alienware computer out and gives it to you.
Oh, here you go, Bob.
You can examine it in this small room right here.
awesome? I take it into that room.
Yeah.
I start fiddling through the phone. I go with Bob into the room.
Okay.
Is anybody in there with us?
Hold on, I gotta know something.
Who's watching? Who's touching?
Moraine's greasy little fingers.
She's eating a pizza, gas station pizza
I gotta.
slice.
Bob's got chocolate
pizza
all over his
slice.
fingers. Bob's been eating Snickers.
That actually protects him from any kind of interference
He's
from
a
these
professional.
devices.
A master thief covered his fingers in chocolate before he stole from him.
No fingerprints,
No
just
fingerprints.
chocolate left.
Just chocolate.
Okay, and you go to the Alienware computer. So you flip through the phone. You do find the pictures. They're labeled bimbofication.
Oh yeah. Love it.
I didn't understand
This is
this
definitely
scenario.
the scenario.
What are all these normal-looking women?
Why are they making their boobs so big and castrating them? That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess while they're investigating those, can I look over the gun?
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
You know this is happening at colleges all over America, right?
This is like
This?
Unauthorized plastic surgery.
this is like the current litter box thing that they have in schools for all the furries that everyone keeps trying to say is happening.
My aunt really
You
thinks
guys
that's
think
real.
this McKay guy's a bad dude?
No. I think he's a
What?
hero.
I mean, if your
Do you see
Berlin
these
characters
pictures?
were looked at like you killed a bunch of prostitutes.
Yeah, that's fair.
We
What?
did.
But
We
we
did.
also loved
Well, the
some
thing
of
is,
them.
it's pretty clear he's from some sort of alternate reality.
Yeah.
Or he's been peeking into one and believes it's real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has, like, the 5.58 thing is weird.
Mhm.
Like, he has a gun that is chambered in a bullet that doesn't exist in this world. That's actually really crazy. Like,
Unless it was custom built.
but again, yeah, why would you custom build an AR-15 to
For this
fire
purpose.
a bullet that is almost exactly the same as a 5.56? Like,
But slightly different.
just slightly different.
Yeah.
For the lols.
The lows.
It's almost
To make people think you were from an alternate dimension.
yeah.
The laptop, you can, if you make a successful computer science roll, you can get it running.
You're so smart, Bob.
He presses the power button.
That's a 7.
He
That's interesting.
restarts it.
Yeah. You,
You plug it in.
I do plug it in, and it
The
works.
power.
No. You actually do have to fiddle with it and try to get it to work. But yeah, the laptop turns on, and yeah, you get it up and running.
Are we alone in here, or is it just the team, or are there cops?
No, The other cops are gone. It's just the Team Masticate and Team Gorge.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a thumb drive in the computer.
Okay. You look at the computer. In the middle of the screen, there is an app.
Mhm.
It looks like a smiley face, but it's puking green.
I open that.
That it says "Picky Eater."
That's the app.
Mhm.
Access.
Maybe
to
if
a
we
bunch
turn
of
it in, it'll give us access to the other dimension this guy's from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the drones kind of did that. So
Look into the camera when you
We
turn
can
it on.
save Jake!
we can find
Bob
them.
is just obsessed with saving Jake for some reason.
So I can go home.
I can go home to the spider dimension.
I'll take his place.
I've always been a spider.
I've always wanted to fuck spiders. You look through his app.
Yeah.
The installation files for Picky Eater are still on the computer. You want to save them and install them on
Yes, on the
Yeah.
flash drive.
You want to save them to the flash drive?
We can put it on another computer. Fuck with
I'm
shit.
sure it won't do anything.
You want to look.
crazy.
You want to look at a help document.
Mhm.
A help document on the desktop explains the filter's purpose as a web aggregator. The help document warns the program does not work without accompanying hardware. The document's anonymous author offers to mail flash drives to users or to send instructions if they wish to install the circuitry internally. The contact emails never existed. I'm trying to look at that. You also find a Word document on the desktop containing McKay's manifesto dedicated to the need to keep women from finding and hurting men. He saw threats to masculinity and the male identity everywhere, primarily from the transgenders, Jews, Catholics. He saw himself as an alpha predator in training, strengthening himself to steal back his power from scheming females. And he mentions the Picky Eater app amongst a list of deep web software useful for heightening security against the matriarchy.
He sounds so cool. Just
Robin's like, I wish I could have met him.
Maybe you would have added him to your team.
I mean, he does have a good KD.
Yeah. Almost as good as these guys.
Killer disposition.
Yep, let's just move on. We'll
That's a
never
good.
even.
That's a good one too.
Does it look like I've gotten everything on the computer?
Opening the laptop, make another computer science roll.
Poking around. Look at the file system.
98. I got an extreme the first time.
It explodes.
You find a.
Robin says, "Do you want me to try to take a look at that?"
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I could take a look at it.
No. I actually weirdly trust
Eating
Robin more.
Cheetos over here.
Don't open
I'm
your
literally
eyes
like
yet,
leaning
actually.
right over watching what Robin does though. And my thumb drive is still plugged in.
She makes a roll. Come on, Eileen.
Come on, man.
Do you ask Marlon? Did you find my legs?
I didn't ask him directly, but I was thinking it.
Give them back.
So, Marlon, what'd you guys find about your partner?
Oh,
Did Pitts fill you in?
no, Robin filled us in.
So you understand what he was up
He was
to.
apparently some worm from another dimension, got inside his dad, possessed him to kill his family and everything.
Oh no, that was just him. It wasn't a worm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I was told by Robin.
Yeah. Might not trust her all the time.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
What I said was right.
I know.
You guys.
Oh, I was trying to see what I missed.
No, I'm trying to seed disbelief.
Robin Reyes looks at this and reveals a circuit modded into the motherboard that looks really funky. There's all these weird symbols on it. It looked. You can see burns around it too.
On this picture?
No, on the circuit.
Burns as if it's
okay.
like destroyed, burnt up. Or,
Yeah, as if like there was heat there, I guess. So like whatever it was overheated the laptop. It burned it out.
I take a snap of the symbols and I Google search it.
Okay. You do find some obscure texts from the Miskatonic University online library, but they're all paywalled for scholarly.
Does
anyone
Delta
have a
Green have
university
a
account?
subscription?
I actually already subscribe.
We all should, probably.
For the Misotonic specifically?
It's under your Delta Green email.
Oh.
Just kidding. We don't have those.
No.
Robin laughs heavily at that.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
I honestly couldn't remember.
No.
I thought you were telling the truth.
I can see why you brought her back, even with everything else.
With everything else?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Your legs falling off repeatedly.
Hey, that doesn't make anyone shorter or anything. So.
Okay.
Anyways, here, just, I'll put 2 cents in or whatever it is.
Yeah. Paywall.
Yeah.
Two-
Oh god.
2 cents.
That's how much it costs, right?
That's what
To
I give
review the one
Wikipedia
article.
whenever they successfully...
You see the closest symbol in here related to. I don't have a lot listed on the website, but they have some. But Eldritch sign. This Eldritch circuit. Do you want to search Picky Eater online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make a computer science roll.
I can do.
Yeah.
Everyone pulls out their phone. I failed.
I got a normie success.
That's all you need.
I did not succeed,
Oh,
my friends.
Only Bob Barnwell succeeds. He finds nothing about Picky Eater online except with his successful roll, he finds traces, links in private and deep web boards and social media to posts now taken down. Picky plus Eater is listed in a defunct URL. It looks as if hackers scrubbed online discussions of Picky Eater.
Just go to the Wayback Machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Robin says,
What do you make of that, Robin?
looks like someone's definitely scrubbed it from online for some reason. I wonder who that could be,
Maybe the FBI.
Maybe. Yeah. So you getting into the Picky Eater app code itself?
Mm.
Okay.
I'd like to.
Yeah. And Robin looks at it with you. You guys are both good at computers, so you don't need an expert. So it looks like Picky Eater is both a photo manipulation program and a web aggregator. It's a plugin for common web browsers and for Tor, the more secure Onion router network. That in itself is strange, apparently. If you build something for Tor, it's because you want your users want anonymity. Why build a plugin for less secure browsers? You find it rewrites firmware and drains batteries in a record time. So it looks like this is hardcore malware. Looking at the hardware and unnatural circuitry, it gives you a funny little look to it. I'm not going to make you all say it because we got to conserve.
Oh my god, this circuit.
But yeah, there's a name that pulls up on the laptop, and it also pulls up on the phone a number of times. Robert Wallace. And McKay saved a few of chat logs with Wallace to the laptop as screenshots. Wallace definitely encouraged McKay's fantasies, most his violent and outlandish and paranoid fantasies about secret conspiracies of women and power. Early conversations between the two were archived on 4chan. Wallace eagerly steered McKay's venomous rhetoric towards eugenics. It's unclear how much McKay bought into this particular flavor of hateful delusion, but the two were close enough that Wallace sent McKay's first copy of Picky Eater.
So, Yeah.
Wallace met McKay on video chats to help him install the Picky Eater, apparently. And Wallace's IP address puts him in Baynor, Maine.
Looks like we gotta maybe talk to Wallace.
Seems like the internet trolls have come out of the woodworks.
Probably one of us needs to get on Picky Eater somehow.
I'm downloading it, essentially.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I knew this boy was pushed to the edge.
Does it look like I have everything off the computer? Alright, are we done with the laptop?
What about that funny thing that Robin found on the bottom of it? Do
The
we need
hardware?
to take that off?
Do you think we should take the hardware?
What
Maybe
was
we
it?
can send it out for some
extra piece of circuitry.
The Eldritch.
additional.
Oh, yeah.
Looks kind of magical.
Yeah.
Archetype of thing.
Probably our forensic.
I take out a little, like, Leatherman and try and, like, pop it off without damaging too much.
Yeah.
I don't think the cops need to know about that part.
And then, once that's off, if we're done with it, I'm gonna dump just, like, water onto this laptop. Just
Well-
short it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we could take the hard drive if you really
Yeah, we
want
just-
to break it.
I mean, I guess we can just...
They thought it was broken before. Maybe we just tell them. It's broken.
Yeah, I just use my Leatherman to pop it open. Just
Take the hard drive.
take power supply hard drive out.
Okay.
So it just won't turn back on. I guess I didn't need a thumb drive at that point, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Good.
We're good.
Absolutely. Okay.
Put it back.
Also, all of your scents are going off. This,
At something specific or
at seeing the Picky Eater app, at seeing the computer, at seeing the hardware.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know how, but we need to make sure that phone doesn't go far either.
Yeah.
Or we delete everything on it.
Maybe we just take it to our field office for more
Forensic.
forensic.
Yeah.
investigation.
Bob and Robin, you guys can only do so much here in the field.
It's true.
It's true.
There are smarter people out there.
Yeah.
Than us?
Honestly, we might as well just take all the evidence. That's
If they let us do it.
I don't know.
Fair.
sign it out. Take it to our imaginary field office.
I guess we do have the best covers we've ever had.
Yeah. I like this.
It's classified.
It's classified.
Yeah. So yeah, you're going to take everything with you, saying it's classified.
Yes.
The cops consider it a closed case, and okay, that's fine.
Good work. There's likely not much more we can investigate.
We'll be searching around town, making sure all of those odd loose ends are wrapped up for you. If we need you, we'll call.
Okay.
Clearly they needed some busy work for us fellas, huh?
I
Yeah,
guess so.
no doubt.
But yeah. All right, and you guys head out.
Yep.
Yep. You get a text message from your dad, Morraine, just saying, "Hey, love you very much. Hope you're being safe."
I heart react that
Thumbs
message, and then I send him a little picture of just like the top of my head, like just a silly little
What?
picture, like a little selfie, where I just like look at it real quick and I send it to him, just like a little quick pic of myself,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Doing good, pops."
Yeah. And you close that app, and right before you close your phone, you notice there's a new app on your phone. That's
Oh.
the Picky Eater app.
It's a haunted app.
I click
You
on
want to
it.
develop an app? Is that Rick and Morty thing? Rick and Morty? I want to get that.
So it's self-replicating, pushes its way out somehow.
I open it.
Potentially.
I click on it.
And you click on it.
Rob, I don't see it, no.
Yeah, it just says Picky Eater right now, and it just looks like it's on the website and everything.
Is there a way to like sign up on the website?
Yeah. It's already downloaded. Everything's all good.
I start scrolling through.
Yeah, everything looks the same.
Weird. That's really
Yeah.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
Did you mention it?
Yeah, I walk over to Bob.
Hello.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
This app just popped up on my phone.
You see the Picky Eater app on our phone.
Huh. What?
Did you somehow like cloud this into my phone? I don't know how the cloud works, but
I did not cloud
did you
this into
cloud
your
it
phone.
into the air and then put it back on down to my phone?
No, I didn't. I think there's probably a really good reason why that's found its way onto your phone, and we should probably just keep an eye on that and where that maybe takes you.
I just wanted you to know since you seem to be the tech whiz.
Right. I doubt that's a coincidence that it's on
You
your
think
phone.
this is bad news for Morraine?
Yeah, I think it's
Pretty bad.
I think someone's trying to reach out to you with this.
Yeah.
I check my phone just in case.
Your phone is fine.
Oh yeah,
I'm
must
kind of
just be you.
disappointed.
Yeah, a little bit disappointed. I turn it in. I put it on airplane mode just in case.
Turn off AirDrop.
Yeah.
That'll stop the multidimensional god
I
beings.
don't accept
You're right.
cookies.
Airplane mode protects you from everything, right?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
It doesn't actually. For anyone who's actually listening, leave your phone at home if you go to a protest. Always.
I would just say it was Megan.
What?
Yeah.
Bob, you get a text from Pizzarelli.
I look down at it.
He's saying, Bob, I want to thank you for being the help that you are on this mission and your hard work, and you provide resources. Robin's saying you've been doing a great job already. I'm grateful to have you on the case, and the program will not forget your service.
What?
Have I ever gotten a message from pets like that ever?
No, but it makes you feel kind of good. And you close your text message and you see Picky Eater on your phone.
Fuck.
And Robin turns her phone. You guys have this too?
I open mine again. Nope. I put it on airplane mode.
The deputies all said, no, we don't have it.
I do.
You check your phone, it's not there.
I continue.
So just the three of us?
We all touched the stuff. They didn't.
The phone and the laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I solve the case?
You came really close. And that's
This
enough
is,
for you.
I think
are you
that-
talking as Robin?
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's how games work.
I thought
Lauren.
that was between me and Jackson.
That's just how Jackson talks to me.
He's very mean and passive aggressive. All the time. He cuts me down with every sentence. Okay. Yeah. Where do you guys? Where you go now?
Maybe we go.
Where you go now?
Maybe we go investigate. I wrote it down.
Robert Wallace.
Wabbit Wallace.
Wabbit Wallace.
Wobble wobble.
The Walrus.
The Wallace.
Weeble wobble.
We go to the zoo. Let's check out the walrus.
Is there any other like important leads? Obviously from the
I mean,
murder
we
scene.
could- we
You
could
can make an
go-
intelligence. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there's
We could go to his house and check out his stuff. We could also go to the
Sorority house.
sorority house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically.
You can also find. You can also go to the people that were in the photos.
That's
So the,
true,
The
but that doesn't
girls
seem...
and that victim guy, if you want. You don't have to.
Can I
talk to the cop?
I guess this doesn't really matter. I kind of wanted to look at the gun, but
You did look.
We did.
before you do.
We
you
we
leave,
took
and
it all.
Yeah, you do have the gun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
It looks exactly as he described.
I'm trying to remember back to the drone scenario. We never actually saw through any of those except for the videos and stuff. So we understand
see.
multi-dimensional shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
I guess
fully
we
understand.
relayed that to Delta Green so everyone is aware.
Yeah.
So throw in that pitchball idea of like, hey, maybe he got some of this stuff from someplace else is not too far-fetched.
I agree.
And also, yeah, we probably need to deal with this. I'm not too much of a tech-savvy person myself, so, if we need to bash some doors down for this Robert fella, sounds like a neckbeard with a computer in a basement. But if he's radicalizing people, we need to put an end to that. Especially if there's a cult involved.
That's a good idea.
Thanks, Robin.
You're welcome. Well, shall we go to McKay's dorm?
I think that's a good next step.
While we're in town, sure.
Why not?
Maybe there's some animal shelters
Don't get
What's
my hopes
that?
up.
for Thomas.
Thomas
It was
is looking at his phone,
it was a
trying to
joke.
Google
My
something.
bad.
Oh yeah, you do have that orange cat. Yeah, I remember seeing it.
Not anymore. And I looked directly at Martin.
Oh, that's Marlin.
Marlin. Sorry, I keep forgetting names.
Like the fish.
Yeah.
Martin is a fish.
I'm just gonna start calling them different fish names, different fish every time.
Tuna.
Mr.
Salmon,
Morelli.
right?
Hey, rainbow trout.
Burundi.
That's the one thing Thomas remembers is, oh, fish name, got it. A bass.
Smallmouth bass.
Asian bass. Or Asian carp. What is it? I don't know.
Okay.
Swordfish, get over here.
On the way, you can stop at the crime scene and do it real quick. You can inspect it. You see the bullet holes in the wall. Everything like that. Nothing is different than the CCTV footage. You can make a search roll while you're here.
But also, if we have the phone, so the picture of where the, incident happened, if it matches within this building,
I got a heart.
It does not.
Okay. I got an extreme.
I pass with a normal.
I also got a normal.
You do find in a file box in the basement of the building, it contains documents relating to years of Pledge Week recruiting. Fall of 2018 guest ledger contains the names of everyone considering Delta Phi Epsilon at the week of festivities. The 3 names of the victims are not there. All were still in high school at the time. The names of the women identified in the photos are all signed at the Pledge Week party. Emily Galperin, Sarah Donovan, and Ashley Holloway.
So they all pledged.
Only Galperin ended up pledging the sorority, but they were at the Pledge Week party.
Oh.
The recent Pledge Week party?
2018. Fall 2018.
Yeah,
Right, okay, sorry, I didn't catch that.
2019.
Okay.
And that was also when he started school here, was 2018.
When did he become so dark and twisty?
That's the joke.
Probably after he failed
I'm
3
dark
consecutive
and
semesters.
twisty.
And there's still the fact that the campus was letting him live there.
Yeah, he hasn't paid tuition for 3
Yeah.
semesters.
Yeah.
Someone there's got to know something.
And-
Or the pizza thing. What is it called? Picky eater.
Pizzagate.
Let's start
Eater.
investigating. Let's
Maybe
go to that Cosmic
someone
Pizza
there
or
who's like
whatever.
a tech whiz, just whittled away, so he looked like he was paying his tuition.
Or it's
There's
very
a man
much.
behind the curtain.
Or it could be the Cornucopia House kids, how they just kind of disappear / show
Yeah.
up when they're needed.
Potentially, I
we
could
can
see
we
that.
can talk to his parents and see if they were giving him money
Yeah,
for tuition and he was spending it elsewhere, or what was going on, maybe.
true. Because they would have checked up on him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they fucking
hope.
hated him. They adopted this
Well, they-
weird ass kid.
They
They
gave him
bought him a
a
laptop.
an Alienware laptop.
Nice one, yeah.
They're like, if he has this, maybe he won't call. Ugh. Just kidding.
Yeah. You think they didn't like him?
I think they didn't like him.
Interesting.
Just gut feeling. No.
You guys get to the dorm. Go
Yes.
walk on into the dorm. The deputies that were with you, Team Gorge, they're checking out the college girls that are here.
Of course.
What What clowns? You guys go into the dorm.
We look like a bunch of kids.
You are very much not
People
kids.
see us and they're like, "What are these kids
You're in your
doing
late
out of
40s and
class?"
50s.
We're on like suits.
Everyone
and
has always
pantsuits.
said that I look like, one of the kids. Morraine.
No one said that.
I unbutton my suit jacket and I pull out my vape. I'm like, do I blend in?
No.
Thomas
Somehow-
Thompson, put the vape away.
You look
Oh,
like
come
a
on.
narc.
Thomas Evelyn Thompson.
Is she your keeper?
What?
No, like takes care of you.
Robin, I hate you and you know this.
Come on.
Come
I
on.
thought we were friends.
I blow smoke into her face.
It doesn't smell like watermelon.
It smells like watermelon.
I'm not sure I deserve that. From
It's not smoke, it's water vapor.
Robin,
It's water vapor.
just let it
Chill
roll
out.
off, right? Just roll it off.
We're working here.
Robin,
I'm trying to
you have
blend
to
in.
remember that it's hard to manipulate people who absolutely despise you.
He's got a point.
I'll be sure to remember that if I manipulate anybody.
Oh, good. Good.
Okay. You guys get to the dorm room. It's sealed off as a crime scene. Just
We walk
kick
right
the
in.
door in.
And I just bang on
Yeah,
the
we
door.
go in.
And bang on it a couple times and then just open it.
Yeah, you just go in. Inside, it's a traditional college boys decor. You see posters of Scarface and women kissing.
Whoa.
I thought he hated women.
God, I can't focus.
I can't figure this guy out.
I thought he was a bad guy.
Real salt of the earth.
I didn't know he
guy
was
here.
cool.
You're like, how could someone be attracted to women but hate them? How do you get it?
This can't be our guy. Did the police see this?
Should we take it back to show them?
This would have been in evidence if they knew.
It was very gullible and naive. Yeah, at the Cornucopia Raid, he's like, do these people know these are kids? Should we tell them?
They wouldn't be having sex with them.
That's illegal
They
and wrong. So, posters of Scarface and women kissing. He has several posters of Scarface. You can make a... Yeah. You're fine.
I should have meant to
But you already figured it out with the very insecure kind of guy.
Yeah.
You're good.
Overcompensating.
Yeah, exactly. You guys look through the room. He has more books in his dorm than most students.
Because he's
Fucking nerd.
Who am I thinking of with that?
Say it out loud.
No. Most titles are dedicated to themes of angry loneliness and finding meaning through conflict. Looking at his collection, you find a paperback copy of The Catcher in the Rye, written by J.F. Salinger.
It was for class.
Only
Surely.
assassins read that.
Mm-hmm. And Robin looks at this and shows it to y'all. Do you see the issue with this?
It's a paperback.
Well, that's not it. Good one. Morraine, you want to try to take two?
An issue with the book Catcher in the Rye.
The Catcher in the Rye, written by J.F. Salinger.
Wait, we heard the name Salinger before.
No, the author's wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Don't say yeah like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're like, of course. I thought that was obvious. But yeah, the author's name is Ron. It could easily be a print-on-demand spoof, but if so, the hoaxers went to great lengths. The book feels and smells decades old. Its front matter includes detailed information which identifies a publisher that never existed. McKay highlighted a paragraph in red about a third of the way into the novel, a city scene in which Holden Caulfield speaks with a prostitute and her pimp. You look at this scene, and in this scene, the pimp tells Caulfield to break free of her control and to take the red pill. Later, Caulfield blames his sister for his brother's his brother Allie's suicide. Allie died of leukemia in the original, but in the book she castrated and gave him implants.
Damn! It's real specific. I like this fanfic.
This one's better.
And Caulfield says he's going to protect everyone from the many women like her.
I'm imagining Morgan's character like pretending like this is all normal because she's never read Catcher in the Rye.
Morraine's
And she's pretending she read it. It's like,
well, Morraine used to be really smart guys, and she's slowly just started being like, yeah, of course.
I mean, that's what it takes to regrow limbs. You just lose a little every time.
Yeah.
some of the deputies are knocking on doors talking to people about the guy getting information. They come back and they say that Marlon says, well, apparently he was pretty quiet. No one really knew him. People say they've seen him around but can't seem to pin down when they last saw him. Apparently McKay was trying to set up music sharing between their rooms. He was trying to push them to install something called Picky Eater as a VPN. He insisted he needed to install hardware on the computers in order to, quote, utilize the protocol. 0 people accepted the invitation. Yeah. One of the students says they saw McKay a few times with student Avery Bell.
At what?
Avery Bell. We recognize this as the identified name of the man in the photos that was being tortured.
Oh.
Yeah.
We definitely need to talk to him.
We saw showing those sick AI edits.
Yeah. Be like, this is why he was interested in you.
He made these.
These aren't Photoshop.
It's a scale diorama, actually. It's in a storm room.
Would you like this?
You can print it out poster size.
Yeah. What do you guys do now?
Quickly grab whoever mentioned Avery Bell and like, oh, do you know where he's living in campus? Allied everyone's.
Yeah, absolutely. And they give you the place, the door number.
Yeah, I'm sure we could go to like a dorm office and ask him.
Yeah.
But should probably
Let's
bang
go
on
chat
his
with
door.
him.
I think, yeah, talking to him is good.
Yeah. You meet up with Avery Bell on the quad. He's playing kick hacky sack.
I'm carrying one of those posters of women kissing. I took his evidence.
What do you know about
No, it's
this?
on his shirt. It's on his shirt. You know, gotta be class.
Bell says, like, yeah, I was with my parents in Newport, Rhode Island when the police came by to confirm I wasn't dead last week. Very confusing. The sheriff told my family had something to do with Bradley McKay and a shooting on the campus. I drove through the night and came back here to my dorm. I shared my whereabouts with the detectives, and yeah, I'm not sure why the FBI is asking questions now about my non-relationship with a dead psycho.
What sort of relationship did you have with him before?
I met McKay in chemistry fall of last year, and I did not befriend him in any respect. I got sick, missed a couple of classes early in the semester, and he offered study sessions to exchange notes. And
So he tried to have a further relationship with you, like a friendship.
The start of a relationship, because again, I had no relationship with him. But he spent all the time talking about men's rights and this horrible castration bimbofication going on. I did not even get any notes. And he tried to make me read forum posts on his phone. I met up with him a second time, and he still had no chemistry notes, so I ghosted the weirdo. And he dropped chemistry the next week. I remember McKay ranting about a thinker named Robert Wallace. I never looked him up.
We understand you're trying to keep some distance from him and everything. By chance, did he ever get a hold of any of your technology any of your phone, laptop, anything like that?
No.
Do you mind if we see your cell phone real quick?
Why?
Oh, I won't take it away from you. I just want to see if something's on there.
We found a potential virus that's.
There's been some malware.
Yeah,
going
malware.
around.
Thank you. I'm not too tech savvy, but yeah, I hear it can spread in a lot of different ways, and it was on his phone, so I just want to make sure it's not on your phone.
I mean, he didn't even touch my phone, so.
Oh, that's good. That's Red Bob.
And you can watch everything we're doing. In fact, you can hold on to your phone. We just want to see if it's there. If you could just
It would
navigate.
be a very quick check. If you don't want to, again, that's your right, but it would help the investigation.
I mean, I guess so. And he takes out his phone, and as he's handing the phone over to you, he like has it, unlocks it, has it open, showing it to you. All of a sudden, an app downloads on his phone, and he hands it over when he gets closer to you.
I was about to say, hand it to me.
That's what I was talking about.
What's that?
I don't even take the phone from him. I just point at it on his phone. Has that been on there before?
No.
See if you can delete it.
And he tries to delete it, and it won't delete. Look, is there any other information you need? Because, like, I feel like I've talked about all this with the cops.
No. I would very much recommend not using that app.
You don't want me to use my own phone?
No. You could use your phone. I'm saying the app that just downloaded on your phone
Okay.
is related to this case, and I would recommend you not using it.
Fuck. Okay. All right. I won't use it.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, if you can, get a new one, probably, just in case.
Might be a pretty bad virus. Could lose all your pictures and stuff on your phone.
Okay.
Don't want hackers to get in, you know.
Yeah. And the cops, I don't know if you guys saw this, but the cops said they had some pictures of me, but they wouldn't tell me what the pictures were of.
It was photo manipulation.
Of me?
Of...
You don't have to worry about it anymore,
Jesus.
Mr. Bell.
I mean, yeah, thank God he's fucking dead.
Bradley McKay was a very unhinged individual.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure that anyone that he was in contact with isn't wrapped up in some of the same bizarre shit that he was.
In fact, you had mentioned that he was pretty well known across campus as being a strange guy.
No, he wasn't well known.
An odd duck.
But you knew of him. Have you noticed any...
At one point, yeah.
Do you know of anyone else that's similar to him on campus that
No.
may be worth pointing out to us?
No.
Anyone we should keep our eyes on?
Do you know
What'd I
any
just say?
sexless losers on this college campus?
Why, yes, I do.
Like, can I go now?
Yes. Thank you so much for your time. Here's my card if you think of anything else.
Okay.
Or have any issues.
He leaves. Who you talk to now? If anyone, you can leave also.
Yeah, I don't. Well, we could talk to the sorority girls, but they don't know anything.
I actually may call it there because I got to be up at 6 tomorrow, or at work at 6 tomorrow. But I don't know.
We need to talk to Wallace, but I don't know how to.
Well, he's out of town.
He's where was it?
Bangor, Maine.
Banger.
Yeah.
You have one last thing in Ithaca with the sorority girls. Can I just tell you what they say?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, yeah, it was just the three, the one that joined, and the other two from 2018. Because yeah, I guess you can
You have
ask
to
them
do a
if they
sorority
met him.
voice, though.
No, he has to do 3 sorority voices.
They actually aren't sorority.
Not
Not girls
anymore.
except for one.
I thought they're the same.
All women are the same.
Never changes.
Women.
You talk to the girls. They make it clear they've never been. Donovan and Holloway have never been members of the Delta Phi Epsilon sorority. Galper lives in the dorms, not the more expensive house on Greek Row. None of them have ever shared classes or associated with each other. They never attended any sort of murder party 9 months ago, for sure. None of them have ever met Avery Bell, the supposed victim. Yeah, I mean, they didn't even know McKay had targeted them.
Weird.
Did they know McKay at all?
No.
Okay.
Didn't seem like.
Okay.
Nope. The
yeah.
I feel like he has to be from that other place that Jake went to, or one of those places, or he's the weird devil guy.
I think he's just. I think he's getting stuff from an alternate dimension. I don't know if he is from an alternate dimension.
Right.
But
and you guys finish up with the girls, and you start to walk away. To assess the case. Robin gets off the phone with someone. All right. I think we need to head to Washington, D.C. Picky Eater apparently has been involved in some other things, including a terrorist attack by terrorists from a country that doesn't exist.
Well,
Yeah.
I figure we'll head that way.
All right.
We
let's
could
go.
probably go to Maine too, so we could meet this Wallace.
Probably.
Yeah, well, we're close by.
But yeah.
Well, we're closer to Maine.
All right. We'll head that way then, and yeah, we'll stop there.
We did it.
Do you want me to record every possible response and conversation I can think of for
Create a
Robin?
soundboard for Robin.
You're gonna have to voice over everything I said.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Well, this is getting funky.
Trying to make it.
Especially if there's a terrorist attack now that originated from this unknown country, non-existent country. A lot more is being affected outside of Delta Green then.